guys, so today I want to talk to you about fundraising. When you sign up for the Famine, you are required to do a little bit of fundraising. You have to raise at least $30, and there's a reason for this. When you come to the Famine, it's not just about hanging out with friends and having fun, although that is an aspect of it because we do want you to have fun and, fellowship with each other. It's also about setting aside your time to serve other people and to learn about the living condition of the people that we're trying to help. That's what the fasting is all about. We're learning what it's like to go, what it is to be hungry for over a day, and even then we get to drink juice, so we really get, we're lucky. We're not really doing exactly, the kind of fast that they have to do because they don't have food, but so yes, you are required to raise at least $30. You're going to be turning in all of your donations at the Famine. So when you come, just make sure you bring your envelope with your $30 or more, preferably more. I encourage you to go over $30. Last year we raised almost $2,000. It was like $1,800 something. And whenever anybody from the Famine Planning Center hears about how much we have raised, they're always like, oh my gosh, wow, that's really a lot. Like, apparently we raised more than average last year. So this year we're shooting for $5,000. Now that is a very lofty goal. The reason for this is because, for one, the theme is actually Feed Your 5,000. So, $1 feeds one child for one day. So with $5,000, then World Vision could feed 5,000 kids for one day. So that is a high goal, but we are going to try and reach it. So I would highly encourage you and really hope that you would try hard to raise over 30. So when you sign up for Famine, then you get your envelope, which looks like this. On the back here you have all these lines, and this is to keep track of everybody who's donated money to you. You can put you have to put their first and last name and the amount that they donated. Now there's a spot where it says email address. Just don't get their email address. People don't like it when they get emails from weird charities and things that they want to donate and then they want to be done with it. So don't get their email address. Also, there are only 18 lines, which means 18 people for you to put their name down on here. That doesn't mean that only 18 people can donate. If you run out of lines, take a piece of line paper and just write their names and the amount that they donated on there, fold it up, and stick it right in your envelope. Inside your envelope, you're not only going to have all the money that you got donated, but you're also going to have this sticker, so you can, I use this as a bumper sticker, it's on my car, but that's not important. Now this is in your envelope. This is your fundraising booklet. So this is everything you need to know about fundraising and a little bit more. I'm going to go through some of it. Right here we have the table of contents. I would suggest you look over that just to know what's in here. And then now on page 7, this is really important. So on page 7, this talks about online fundraising. You don't have to do this. We did not do any online fundraising last year, but I would highly suggest that you do this. What you do is you go online and there's like a spot where it says, find your team or your group or something, and you're going to type in Canyon Ridge Christian Church, and then you're going to click search for group, and then that should pop up. That should be the only one there. And then you click join, which is on the far right, and that'll give you, then you'll finish setting up your page, your fundraising page, and you can share the link to your fundraising page on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Pinterest. So that's a really great way to use media to help you help the people that you're feeding. And also, if you raise at least $30 online, then you get a free $10 gift card at jedediahusa.com. That's a clothing store, so you've got some perks there. Again, you don't have to fundraise online. I would just suggest that you do it. You can also set a goal on there for yourself, and then you can keep track of how much you're earning online, and then you'll also be earning from going door to door, if you do door to door, which I would also highly suggest you do that. That's a really, really great way to do it, to raise money. So then on the next page, right here it talks about receipts. So the receipts look like this, and there's 3 on each page, and there's 6 pages. So these have perforated pages. See, I kind of already ripped one a little bit. But it's really thin paper and it rips easy. So I would suggest that before you even go out donating, that you take a pair of scissors and you just cut them out, and then take a paper clip and just pin them to the inside of your little booklet here. And if somebody asks for one, you can grab it out. Now, I only used one last year, so you might not use any, or you might use a couple, you might use them all. I don't know. If you run out of receipts, you're just going to run out of receipts. There's nothing that you can do about that. So unless you know somebody who has a whole bunch extra and you can borrow some of theirs, but otherwise there are no extra receipts. You're just going to have to apologize to the person and say, I don't have any left. So anyway, past receipts. Okay, so now on to rewards. These are all the rewards that you get. So if you raise $120, you get a shirt. If you raise, I think, $240, you get glasses, and then $360, you get glasses and a shirt and the iPod skin. And you qualify for the to apply to the study tour, which is basically like a mission trip. It's all students except for the leaders that are with you, and you go somewhere where World Vision is already working, and you serve for, I don't know, maybe like a week or something. I don't know exactly how long it is. I hadn't looked into this. I didn't apply or anything last year. So if you want to know more about this, then just go to 30hourfamine.org/study tour, and you can learn all about it there. Now the next highest amount, if you raise $720, then you get a beanie and that bracelet there. These are from Guatemala. They're woven by women from the Micro Enterprise Project. That's how these women make money. So that's a really cool prize. These prizes are a lot better than last year. So just saying, I would try and get some of these prizes, because last year they were not as good. But anyway, so those are all the rewards. And then on the very last page here, we have the fundraising script. Now this script, it's not like a bad script or anything, but it's not really my favorite script. You can totally use it if you want. You can change it a little bit. You can just completely scrap it and do something else. It really doesn't matter. When me and my sisters go out, we do kind of like, we follow basic guidelines. We say at least, hi, we're doing a 30-hour famine through World Vision, which is 30 hours of fasting to I'm losing my words here, to raise money for hungry children in third world countries, and then ask them if they would like to donate. So you can add other little things in there, like $1 feeds one child for an entire day, and I'm trying to find, like in here this says, my goal is to find 12 people to give me $30 so I can help feed and care for a child for a whole year. So it's really up to you. One really important point about when you're going out and fundraising, and this script is mostly for door-to-door fundraising. When you do it, make sure that you have confidence. Don't be really shy, and try and know what you're talking about. Sorry, my camera battery died. Anyway, if you can't answer a question, although really try and know everything, because if you can't answer questions, then it makes World Vision sound a little sketchy. So just try and know what you're talking about as best you can. Now, if you really can't answer a question, then you can direct them to the back here. This has a phone number, and it's basically like the famine hotline, and then 30hourfamine.org, and you can also direct them to worldvision.org, any of those, to answer their questions. So, and if they still don't want to donate after you've answered their questions or they've looked at the site, then that's not a problem. So I think that is everything in the booklet. Make sure that, well, I guess you don't have to do this, but I would do this if I were you. Keep either like a notepad or a clipboard with paper on it, and keep columns of like all the addresses of people who did and didn't donate. You can put that in one column, and then another column all the people who didn't answer their door, and then another column all the people who told you to come back with like the day and the time, and be writing down their addresses. That's what I mean for you to put in the columns. That way you won't accidentally go back to the same house. I did that last year, and with my sisters it was slightly embarrassing. And the guy was kind of like, "You just knocked on my door." But, you know, just an accident, but try and avoid it if you can. And also, trying to think if there's anything else. Don't ever take IOUs. If somebody's saying, like, you know, just put some money in there for me and then come back in a couple days and I'll pay you back. Don't do that. Just go back to their house and get the money from them, because then it messes up your lines and it's very frustrating. So don't do that. Also, make sure if you do fundraise online, then before you turn your funds in, you need to write down how much you raised. It's right there. It's that middle line right here. So make sure you fill that out, because I'm not going to know how much you raised online unless I have to, then I'll have to go online, and that's just complicated. So fill that out before you turn in your envelope. Also, make sure that you do not turn in any cash in your envelopes. If you have cash, then give it to your parents and have your parents give you a check. All checks need to be made out to World Vision. This is because the cash can be like lost in the mail, and also because it takes longer for World Vision to actually get the money into the system. So it's easier if you give them checks, and it's safer and smarter. So just make sure that you have no checks in there, because they don't really, they kind of ask you not to put cash in there, but basically what they're telling you is don't put cash in there, only checks. So I think that is it now. I have another video about fundraising. It's just kind of like a cheesy little video, but it does have some good fundraising points. That's going to be a link down in the description there. And I think that's everything you need to know. So I will be keeping you updated, and that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.